As the United States this week remembers the champion of civil rights, Martin Luther King Jr., President Joe Biden is facing scrutiny into whether he mishandled classified documents. VOA's Veronica Balderas Iglesias reports on why both Republicans and Democrats agree that the ongoing investigation into the matter is necessary.
A high-profile visit to Atlanta to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy didn't distract from a newly announced probe by a special counsel into President Joe Biden's handling of classified documents.
Classified material next to your Corvette? What were you thinking?
I'm going to get a chance to speak on all this, God willing, soon.
6 pages of classified documents were found recently at his private library. Batches were also found at his Wilmington, Delaware home and the Penn Biden Center in Washington. The situation has been compared to the discovery of more than 300 documents, some with top secret markings, at former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. A special counsel has also been appointed to investigate that matter. While pointing out key differences with Trump's case, Democratic Representative Adam Schiff told ABC this week the Biden investigation is appropriate.
I'd like to know what these documents were. I'd like to know what the IC's assessment is, whether there was any risk of exposure and what the harm would be and whether any mitigation needs to be done.
The White House says it will cooperate with the investigators who seek to understand if there was any intent into breaking the law rather than merely negligence. Also on ABC, Republican Representative Don Bacon highlighted the potential risks of anyone, regardless of party affiliation, mishandling sensitive information.
And having top secret special compartmented information in your garage or your resort or in an area where Chinese nationals have access, it's all wrong. And we shouldn't just be pointing fingers at the other side.
It would be a crime rather than a security violation if President Biden knowingly removed and stored classified documents without authorization. On NBC's Meet the Press, former U.S. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein explained what to expect of the judicial process, given that a sitting president cannot be indicted.
The special counsel should evaluate the facts and the law, look at Department of Justice policies, and make a recommendation to the Attorney General about whether or not prosecution is warranted. Then it's up to the Attorney General to make the decision whether to apply that DOJ policy.
Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock, who over the weekend stood side by side with President Biden in Georgia, told ABC one thing is certain.
No one is above the law. So I'm glad to see the Justice Department doing its work, and we ought to let that work proceed.
On its side, the Republican-led House Committee on Oversight and Accountability wants the White House to provide a visitor log for President Biden's residence, documents, and communications related to the locations searched. Veronica Balderas Iglesias, VOA News, Washington.